What's up, stud? Welcome back to Life with Franco, and in today's video I'm super excited because I'm going to be sharing with you one of my more favorite fragrances within my collection, and the fragrance that I believe that every man should have within their collection. And so, the fragrance that we're going to be talking about today is none other than Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Beau Eau de Toilette. And so, this is basically what the bottle looks like. It comes in this cool little base, and like any Jean-Paul Gaultier fragrance, it comes with this can. But whenever I'm reviewing these fragrances, I like to take the can off because it just bangs against the fragrance, and obviously I don't want that showing on the camera. But this is basically what it's going to look like. And it also comes with this cool little travel lock, which I appreciate. So whenever you're traveling, it doesn't just get all over your clothes and then you end up wasting the fragrance. And to be honest, I don't know why more fragrances don't include the travel lock, but I really appreciate that. So let's take it off, let's spray it, and so I can tell you what I get out of it. So here we go. And so for the notes, this is the kind of fragrance that it just puts a smile on your face every time you smell it. If you're ever feeling down, just please spray this fragrance. It never fails. And so the fragrance, the notes you're gonna be getting in the top, you're gonna get bergamot. In the mid, you're gonna get coconut, and in the base, you're gonna get tonka bean. Now, something that's very important to say is that bergamot honestly does not come across as bergamot. It comes across as mango. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the bergamot meshing with the coconut that makes it come across as mango, but that's really what you're gonna get. You're gonna get coconut and mango, like that's 90% of the fragrance, and like a little bit of the tonka bean. And what that tonka bean does is that it's gonna give it a creamy vibe to it along with the coconut. Coconut is known to have this sunscreen vibe. And so it smells like a tropical hand lotion, a tropical body lotion. That's basically the vibe you're going to be getting. But again, no bergamot. I mostly get mango. I don't know if mango is unofficial, no, but it definitely seems like there's mango in this. And so either you could think of a mango piña colada or you could think of a mango smoothie. That's basically what you're going to be getting. And I will say, yeah, when you first spray this in the beginning, you're mostly gonna get the coconut, and then around the 5-minute mark is when it starts to balance out 50-50, where it's 50% coconut, 50% mango, and then 30 minutes into it is when it's actually become, for me, I get more mango out of it than I do coconut. And so this is a very tropical fragrance. This is exactly the type of fragrance that I enjoy. There's a lot of sexy fragrances that you can wear on a day-to-day basis. For day-to-day basis, you wouldn't want to wear something that is like blue type of fragrance or a fresh and sweet type of fragrance. But I like to be different, and if I can get my hands on something that is tropical, I enjoy it. Very vacation-esque. When you think of tropical, you think of no worries in the world. You're completely carefree. Your life is going great. It just feel good vibes all day long. And so that's why I enjoy a tropical fragrance such as Le Beau. And the reason why I recommend this is because unless you're going to be diving into niche expensive fragrances, as far as more accessible designer fragrances go, you're not going to find a fragrance that has both coconut and this mango vibe within the designer market. There are a few coconut fragrances, but I haven't seen one that has mango. The only other one I can possibly think of would be Jusada Ambassador, which I have not smelled, but I'm very happy with this fragrance. It comes at a good price. Even at retail, you're looking at $120 for 4.2 ounce. And to be honest, if you search hard enough on the internet, you can get this at a more affordable price. And so what I want to say about Le Beau is that if you're just starting out with your fragrance collection, I probably would not recommend this to you right now because day to day you do want to have a little more standard type of smell, a little more standard kind of scent, like a traditional aquatic citrus type of scent, maybe a little bit of sweetness in there. This to me, because it is very different, very tropical, very vacation-esque, it is probably a little too different for something that you would want to wear day to day. But this is perfect for, like, let's say you already have 5 daytime fragrances, because this is what I would consider. I would consider it to be a daytime fragrance. Let's say you already have 5 of those, something like my collection back here where you already have a few. This is what I would call a change-up fragrance, meaning you've been putting on more or less the same fragrances, an aquatic, a citrus, something that has apple, like these typical fragrances. But you just woke up saying, you know what, I want something that is very different, very unique. I want something that has a punch to it, something that is fun, that is exciting. Maybe you're going to a party, maybe you're going to a barbecue, maybe an outdoor kickback party, maybe a pool party. This would be perfect for a pool party, by the way. And so if you want something that's different, that is also attractive and sexy, yes, this is very sexy to the ladies, then I would recommend this. Again, I would recommend that you already have 5 daytime fragrances within your collection. Right now, as far as performance, longevity, all that, I get a solid 6 hours. And it isn't be more of a linear scent, meaning how it starts is how it's going to be smelled down the line. It's just going to get a little softer as, let's say, 3 hours pass. But I get a solid 6 hours. And for me, that's cool. I know a lot of people, they want a 12-hour long fragrance, but it's fine. It's fine if it only lasts 6 hours. Now, the interesting thing about this fragrance as well is that it is a fun scent, while at the same time being a very close to the skin type of scent. I mean, it doesn't project loud. I believe because it is that creamy vibe that it just sits closer to the skin. So because of that, it is very versatile in that this. So if you only spray 3 or 4 times, that would be perfect for, let's say, a snuggling situation. Let's say you're with your girl and you guys are just laying in bed and you want something that is going to be fun for her to smell, something that is sexy, that is smooth, relaxed, but it's still fun, upbeat. Then if you spray it 3 or 4 times, this would be perfect for that situation. Now, if you're planning on, let's say you want to go to a date where you want it to be louder but not so loud that's going to take over the room, then if you spray 7 to 8 times, she'll definitely pick that up from across the table. And so it would work great for that. And if you want to go for clubbing, then because it does have that fun element, it would work for clubbing. But because it sits closer to the skin, then at that point you would either spray on more. At that point, I would recommend 12 to 15 sprays. And so this fragrance is versatile, again, in that you can work for a snug situation because it's very close to the skin. And it also works for clubbing situations because it is fun and upbeat and lively. And I can almost guarantee you that there is no one that you know out there that is going to be wearing this fragrance. You can safely go to a house party knowing that you're going to be the only man wearing this fragrance. And let me just tell you a cool little story. When I bought this fragrance, I bought it at Macy's. And I told the lady specifically I wanted to buy Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Beau. And so she went to the back and she ended up getting Le Male, Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male. And she's like, okay, here's the price, and I think it was like $110 or so. And I didn't even look at the box. I just assumed she was giving me Le Beau. And I'm just so in the moment, like, oh, I just bought Le Beau. I was so excited that I was walking out, and I'm like, and I pull it out of the bag just to so I can just open it. And I see, like, what the hell, like, this is not Le Beau. And then I was like, this is Le Male. And so immediately I just took it back to the lady. I'm like, hey lady, you gave me Le Beau, you gave me Le Male, I wanted Le Beau. Can you please give me Le Beau? And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So she went back to the back and then she got Le Beau and then brought it back. I tell you this because when she was ringing this up so I can pay for it, the other employee that was working there with her, she was having a conversation with her saying, like, Le Beau? Like, I've never heard of Le Beau. Like, I didn't know that was a fragrance. And the lady's like, yeah, it was Jean Paul Gaultier. And so it was such a shocker to me that someone who works at Macy's, who sells fragrances for a living, like day after day after day, like this is what she sells on a day-to-day basis. And this lady who works at Macy's doesn't even know about Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Beau. So if somebody who's selling fragrance doesn't even know about Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Beau, you can only imagine that the typical guy within your city is not going to be wearing Le Beau. Okay, and so like you can be safe and assured that you are going to be the only man smelling this, like, or wearing Le Beau. And again, it's very affordable. Like retail, you're looking at $120 for 4.2 ounce. And then it has this mango vibe that most fragrances do not have. You're going to have this tropical fun vibe. This is like the life of the party vibe. If you're very social, if you're very extroverted, if you're the type of person that brings people together, you're good at making them laugh. You're the type of guy that likes to you know, class cups and like, cheers, let's take some shots. If you're that type of guy, you're all about having fun, you love the ladies, you love flirting with the ladies, then this is a fragrance that you must get. Okay, this is a weekend fragrance. You can use this for daytime wear if you do want to be spontaneous and different Monday through Friday. But I do see this more as a weekend scent. I see it as an outdoor party, whether it's an outdoor barbecue, an outdoor pool party. If you want to use this to the club, you can do that. But this is my shit. I love Jean Paul Gaultier fragrances. I think that they are one of the best houses when it comes to making sexy, sweet fragrances. And I love their other fragrances, Ultra Mall and Le Male Elixir, but those are more nighttime fragrances. And yes, they work better in fall and winter. But when we're talking about how can you smell good in the summertime, this is a fragrance to get. When we're talking about summertime, daytime fragrances or spring, most guys are gonna be wearing the typical blue fragrance. They're probably gonna be wearing Sauvage Eau de Toilette or Eau de Parfum. They're gonna be wearing Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue Intense, Dylan Blue, Blue de Chanel. Like, they're all wearing these aquatic citrusy fragrance. I'm guaranteeing, like, you're gonna be the only guy out there that's gonna have this coconut mango vibe. A lot of men do not think about exotic tropical fragrances when it comes to the sunny, hot weather. And so they just stick to the basic standard blue fragrance. So please, 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 man, like, if you want to be different and you want to be sexy with the ladies, you want to smell like a tropical vacation, Jean Paul Gaultier Le Beau, like, I cannot recommend a better fragrance for you than Jean Paul Gaultier Le Beau, okay? Again, most people do not know about this fragrance. You're going to be very different. So please, I say go to your local Macy's, check this out. Again, give it time, because like in the beginning, you're mostly gonna get coconut, and now it's been about 5 minutes or so, so I do pick up more on the mango. And so please just give it time. Please test this on your skin. Do not test it on the strip. It's not gonna smell good on the strip. I smell it on the strip. It doesn't smell at all exciting on the strip. Please spray this on your skin. Walk around with it. Smell, you may need to smell it 2 or 3 different times. Maybe the first time it doesn't excite you, but the second or third time, I can promise you that you're gonna love this. It's a type of fragrance that just puts a smile on your face every time you smell this. And I can promise you that if you're like me and you have like 17, 20 fragrances in your collection, you're not gonna have any other fragrance that's gonna smell like this. None of these fragrances here smell like Le Beau. None of them have a coconut mango note. This is very unique, very different. And so if you're starting out or you already got 20, 30 fragrances, chances are you do not have anything that smells like this, okay? And so that is that as far as Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Beau. Something else that I want to say is that they do have the Le Beau Le Parfum Flanker, and it's been rumored that this year in 2024, they are going to have their newest flanker, which is going to be called Le Beau Paradise Garden. So me personally, I'm going to pick up the Le Beau Le Parfum soon, and whenever the Paradise Garden comes out, I'm definitely going to scoop that one up. But still, while I have not smelled Le Beau Le Parfum, my guess is it doesn't have this mango note, and mango is very, very addicting, very sexy, very unique, very tropical. This is my type of shit, okay? I love Le Beau Le Parfum. Tropical, 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 right? So hopefully you found this video to be helpful. Comment down below what you thought. Do you already have Le Beau? Yeah, so please, like, I recommend you get Le Beau. Alright, so check it out, your local Macy's, try it on skin, and I'll see you on the next one, alright? Take care, deuces.